Theory Sabers, a company I've just been barely seeing for a little bit of time, like a little over a year, to the point to where I'm seeing a lot of traction and some of my new friends and other people starting to get into this as well, and got me kind of curious. So at this point, I'll probably say many times I'm done with Sabers or getting some more Sabers. Doubt it. Because at this point, after him announcing his 9-year anniversary and having two kinds of codes, kind of thought just go forward to see how it goes down from my own perspective. So decided to get one for myself. And the one I got is called the red to black gradient in an SNV4 board. So not quite like, actually kind of is kind of like NeoPixel or XenoPixel, but in its own kind of name and unique way. So pretty crazy, and so just give it a shot. So see how it looks. Right off the bat, got a lot of your favorite stuff: stickers, stand, saber in a bag, toolkit, blade. The box itself looks pretty crazy. So didn't really know how far Theory would actually go to make his Saber customers feel great about it. So kind of love the fact that it's a simple Saber, but it has its own unique look to it. Red to black, ignition to cooling down kind of way. So in a way, I kind of thought about making this kind of like my dark side Saber, even though I could do more than just be red blade kind of thing. But at the same time, it has its own kind of unique look that's very simple, but to the point of what I want to try to go for this Saber. Great grip, deep emitter for the great blade, and then there's the button by itself, because the charger for the charging point is actually inside the grip, so literally next to the battery. So it's almost like it kind of keeps it concealed in a way, instead of we're having the button and the output jack exposed. So got the battery for the charging point, board, and the cool thing is the chip is sideways instead of long ways, so it's actually much easier to access instead of using tools and stuff to get it out because of where it's at. So that's actually pretty good. Although I already have most kind of blades, this is the first of actually getting a NeoPixel 26-inch blade. I've always wanted to try a NeoPixel 26-inch because it makes things different for Sabers, kind of feel like a shuttle blade or some kind of regular blade for smaller people kind of way. But I always want to get two of these, because if I want to put two together to kind of make like my own version of Maul's Saber, then I actually go the whole way with this. Because I have the same kind but from a different company, but that's for like Disney stuff, so it wouldn't work for like other party kind of companies to make it look more crazier. So if I get another one of these, I can make my own version of a Darth Maul or just a double-bladed saber in general. So this is pretty cool and makes it feel more lightweight in a way, but actually be able to do more with it in case if I want to do like spin tricks and all kinds of other stuff, but also primarily the NeoPixel DIY Maul Saber, which I definitely want to do for sure. It's pretty cool with the accessories. Really have card reader, blade plug with the Allen key and the retention screws and the cable, and also a little plaque that really says Theory Sabers, because it also came with a cool kind of stance you can have it on display if you want to make it look even crazier for either display purposes or something else. So sticker, nice stand, looks black all the way, but I think it's just the paper. Peel it off, pull all the pieces together, make it look sweet. And you see a little notation right here. You can put the plaque right there to kind of show off Theory Sabers when you put on display, either by itself or with a glass case. So that's pretty sick. So with the blade in, retention screws, one button setup, see how it goes. First impressions.
Power on.
That's cool. You actually hear Theory's voice when you hear it on. Okay, first and foremost, that's pretty crisp and clear. That kind of blows me away on how good that sounds. And I think it's only got one kind of thing of just control compared to most, but works for me anyway. Wow. I think I did it wrong. Wow, that's pretty cool. And off camera, I actually kind of did a little bit of tinkering to figure out most of the controls, because even though it tells you some things on the instructions, I have a little bit of knowledge from previous Sabers that have the joystick control configurations, so it might be kind of cool to work with. So I believe 1 blink hold is for volume, 2 blinks is for saber change, like basically kind of like different modes, from like unstable, stable, all kinds of crazy ones. And then the third one is different ignitions, along with 4 blinks that changes sound fonts. So I'm gonna do a second video where I do a full demo of the sound fonts with, or basically the different ignitions, different blade modes, and then different kinds of stuff. But for right now, basically kind of show off like a couple of sound fonts and then see how it might go.